Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How are you doing today, my friend? I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're well. And yeah, I'm just excited you're here. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Talia Joy. Welcome to this cozy corner of the internet. I am an author, coach, mentor, intuitive guide, all the things. And on the show, we talk all about what it really takes to make change real. Because I know you've been through personal growth and maybe healing or manifestation, or you come to us from spirituality or simply going after your goals, creating the best damn life that you can this time around. I know that you're not a newbie to all of this. So what we are talking about in this phase of life and on this show is really making all the growth you've done real. So really implementing it. Yes, there's more education and tools. I'm always such a geek for making everything tangible, but it's also the implementation. It's the taking action. It's the coming into this place in time and doing what you can from where you are. So I'm really excited. And this is a really important piece of transformation because sometimes it gets missed and we're always focusing on improving and healing and, transforming in a sort of vague sense. But then our physical life, we're not really stepping into it yet, and we're just ready for more and we're ready to take those steps and ready to create that life. So really excited. Today's show is going to be so good. And really how I wanted to phrase it is your life changes on a random Tuesday, on a random Friday, on the right now day. It's not next Monday and it's not later when. It's the ordinary days. It's the ordinary times when nobody's watching. It's not always the big and the grand things. And we're going to talk all about that today. How right now with where you are, from the way you breathe to the way you talk to yourself, to the things you go after, the things you say yes to, the things you say no to, your life changes in the right now. And I know that you've had a time in your life where maybe you've been to an event or worked with a coach or read a book or had a breakthrough or anything where you go like, yes, oh my gosh, breakthrough. I have this realization. But you also know that after that comes the time when you need to change the behavior or, rewrite the pattern or rewrite the thought or whatever it was that came up. And that the actual implementation of the breakthroughs comes on a random day. It's how you wake up. It's how you nourish yourself. It's how you speak to yourself. It's how you be in your day. So life is not going to change, and our life doesn't change on some January 1st or some Monday. You know that, right? It happens on a random Wednesday. It happens on an ordinary day when nobody's watching, and all of a sudden you are being somebody who is at that next level, whether it's within yourself, again, the way you speak to yourself, self-love, self-growth, the things you're going after. It happens on a random ass day. So I want to talk about that today. And I hope that this, will inspire you to really deepen even more into do what you can from where you are, instead of feeling like, when I figure this out, I'm going to be ready. Or when I get clarity, then I'll be able to act. Or, that breakthrough was enough and now like my life is just going to change. It's actually much more nuanced than that, but that's where life gets sometimes hard, but also really juicy, because it's not just about those big moments. It's about showing up for yourself. It's how you be and who you be with yourself in the smallest of moments. So again, I'm really excited. Before we dive into the episode, if you have not grabbed a copy of my book and all of this is resonating and you love what we talk about here on the show, The Delicate Art of Transformation is the book for you. I would love for you to check it out. It is so good. I'm so proud of it. And it really takes you through self-growth with tangible tools, with storytelling, with science, with it really combines it all so that as you're moving through the book, you're moving through your personal transformation. And the chapters are really bite-sized and really juicy. And I know a lot of people who, a lot of the readers would go back to certain chapters and reread that and, go back, digest it, because it's just so good. In my personal opinion, it makes self-growth really approachable. Also, you're laughing, there's humor, there's, the ups and downs of life, the irony, the messy chaos, all of it, the death and rebirth cycles and basically guiding you through your own personal transformation. So I'm really excited. It takes you where you are and brings you into that next level. So let's do that. The link is below for my Amazon store, and that has that book, The Delicate Art of Transformation, as well as my other books that I have put out that are more journal books, or I have my Manifest This Shit adult coloring book and other fun things. You can check it all out. And if you have not come and found me over on Instagram, come over there. Let's be friends. That's where I'm the most active on social media other than the podcast here. So come on over. I'm posting reels and stories and all the Instagram things. Let me know that you're listening. You could tag me with a screenshot or send me a DM. I would love to hear, because I truly love to hear when something resonates. It lights me up so much, because the funny thing about being a podcast host, or really this type of content, is I record it and I put it out. But unless I actually hear from anybody, I don't know what's landing or what you want to hear more of, or if there's questions you have, or, what really resonated with you, really caused some sort of breakthrough. I love to hear it. It literally gives purpose to what I do. So I appreciate it so much when you guys reach out and say like, oh, episode blah, blah, blah was so good, or I just found your show. And I'm really excited to connect deeper. So come and find me over on Instagram. The link for that is below as well. It's at Talia Joy Manifestation. All right. Okay. That's all I got. I'm excited to dive into this episode. So let's do it. All right. Take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders, maybe take a sip of water, and let's dive in. I think in a way we've been taught through this human experience to wait for our lives to begin, or to wait for the big moment to celebrate, or to wait till you have more money, have more time, have more resources in order to move forward. We want to wait till it's a sunny day in order to get out there for a walk, or, any of these things. I feel like this is a misconception that we've all been sort of brainwashed into, whether it's the media or I don't know why, but it's like we're always waiting for something else to bring us joy so that we can relax. Even the way our society's set up, when we're young, we're like waiting till we're a teenager and we're going to be so cool. Then we're waiting to move out. And then, when you're in your 20s, you're waiting to be a homeowner or start a family or start a business, or, you're waiting for these things. And then when I'm this age and I have this money, then it's going to be good. And then you're in your 40s and you're in your 50s, then it's going to be retirement. You get to have all this time. And we're always looking forward, but what's after that, right? So in some ways, as we go about this journey, whether you come to this show through self-growth, through manifestation, through healing, personal development, we do learn from all these different views that the now is all we have. The right here, the right now is literally the only moment that exists. And tomorrow when you're at work, that will be a now moment. And yesterday when you were doing that thing, or you were, whatever you did, that was a different now moment. But at any one time, you are only here now. And I'm seeing the image in my mind of like a GPS, not the analogy I usually use, but if you're looking at, say, maps and you're the blue dot and you're traveling, it's like life travels with you. You move through time, you move through your day, but you're only ever in one moment at a time. So the more that we wait, the more, I really want you to hear this, the more we are practicing waiting. We're practicing delaying joy, delaying success, delaying feeling good or becoming healthier, or just giving yourself nervous system reset or relaxation. We're always waiting for the weekend, waiting for tonight, waiting for later. But the crazy part is now is all you actually ever have. So the big moments, I love those moments, the big breakthroughs. I've done personal development seminars that I've traveled for, and I'm having these huge realizations, or, different celebratory moments or milestones. Those moments are incredible. And when you look back on your life, of course, those are going to be in your memories of like, wow, when I was at the Grand Canyon, when I had this crazy change in my life, when I decided to move and heal out of an eating disorder and heal out of self-destructive behaviors. those moments that something shifts and suddenly you see yourself different, those are incredibly powerful. But something that I continue to learn and reflect and observe through my own journey, through healing, through seeing my clients move through things, through the self-growth, is that those moments aren't actually where life is created. They're almost like boosts of magic. You know what I mean? It's like a manifestation. It's like something comes through and you're like, oh my gosh, I got this car, or I got this, lump sum of money, or the promotion, or whatever it is. But that's not the bulk of your life. Our lives are actually created and glued together by the moments in between. The moments that nobody sees, even if you're on social media and you're sharing your life. The moments that seem ordinary, the way you brush your teeth, the way you speak to yourself, the way you deal with everyday disappointments and stress, the way you project forward. Your life is literally built on a random ass Tuesday. And the more that we wait to feel good enough to XYZ, or rich enough or confident enough, like it's always that carrot on a stick. What is it? Like right in front. I can't think of it right now. Like the rabbit, I think it's like a carrot. It's like we're just basically always chasing. You know what I mean? We're always chasing that next thing to feel good, to feel celebrated, to feel high, to feel, confident, or like we're able to move forward. But that mark always keeps moving. And I think of this sometimes, and I'll talk to my clients about, say, wealth. We tend to think like, oh, I'll do this once I'm making more money, or once I have all this money, I'm going to be doing this and this and this. But bigger money, more money comes with bigger decisions, comes with bigger tax bills, comes with a bigger risk, right? If you're now investing, instead of $2,000 in a coach, now you're investing $20,000 or $200,000. What if it goes sideways like it's gone before with a $200 coach? Do you know what I mean? So it's not like anything we're going to experience in the future will erase our problems, our risks, our worries, our fears. Like we've been talking about fear. We can choose to feel the way we want to feel now. My Nana used to say, manage the pennies and the dollars will look after themselves. And it's such a good metaphor, because when we nurture the little moments, that's when the dollars take care of themselves, or the bigger things take care of it themselves. So say, look at, a fitness or a health journey. It's not just the 45 minutes or the 90 minutes that you're in the gym. It's what you fuel your body with in between. It's the rest. It's the water. It's doing, lunges at home. It's being active. It's not one workout a day, one salad a day. It's an active lifestyle. It's becoming more active, walking to the mailbox instead of driving. I live in the country. I just gave myself away. Or, choosing the stairs, or whatever it is for you. It's maintaining an active lifestyle. So take that metaphor, take that truth, and apply it to our entire life. It's the moments nobody sees that build you, that build your success, that build your aura, your energy bubble, your point of attraction. And I would talk about this when I used to focus more on manifestation, is it's not just the prayers, it's not just the vision boards, it's not the moment you go like, okay, sweet baby Jesus, whoever's listening, please, I would like to make 10 grand a month. It's like, it's not in those moments that you actually manifest. It's in who you be. It's in how you project. It's in your field. It's in the way you look at life and your perception. So your life is built on a Tuesday. Your life is built in the ordinary days. So I want to talk about for a second again how we're kind of taught to chase the high of these big moments. And we're kind of taught that when this happens, then I can blank. It's basically a formula. Like when blank happens, then I can blank. I bet you could fill that in with a lot of things. Like when I make more money, then I can vacation. When I, lose weight, then I can feel confident. When I build more muscle, then I can feel good in my skin, whatever it is. It's always something else. So we're glorifying these big moments, the big launch, the big vacation, the big achievement, the milestone, the transformation, the other side, right? From where we are now. So the moment where we're idolizing the moment where we finally become the person that we've been trying to become. But the reality is, our lives aren't lived in those moments. That thing doesn't exist out there. That version of you does not exist out there. Most of our lives, the majority of our lives are built in the everyday moments. It's on the random Tuesday. It's on the Wednesday morning. It's in the morning routine. It's the conversations with yourself. It's the choices you make when nobody is standing there going like, woo, 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 applauding and seeing it and acknowledging you. It's the way you speak up for yourself. It's the boundaries you keep. It's the promises and the integrity that you have with your word. It's the food you choose. It's the actions you take. And this is why we need to start, instead of romanticizing the big moments and the moment that you make the money or the moment that everything comes together, we need to start romanticizing our life now. And I've talked about this in the past. If this really intrigues you, I believe the episode is called Romanticizing Your Life. You could Google it. I'll try to link it below. But this is such a powerful practice because romanticizing your life isn't about pretending everything's perfect or ignoring, hard moments. We're all going to have contrast. We're all going to have shit that happens in our day, in our month, in our year. So romanticizing your life isn't about ignoring that, and it's not about forcing yourself to be positive. It's about becoming present enough to actually experience the life you're already living. So it's about becoming present enough with this present moment to experience what is in front of you. So the example that I want to say is maybe you're sitting outside on the deck or you're looking out the window. It's, a nice day. If you come to the razor's edge of right now, the present moment where your senses are here and your mind is here and your awareness, you're starting to look at the trees and you notice the way that the leaves are kind of shaking and you're like, oh, what's making that leaf shake? And you look up the branch and, oh, there's a bird up there. Oh, that bird is like pecking at a cherry or pecking at, something on the tree. And then all of a sudden you notice an eagle in the sky or a crow or a hawk or a something. And then you notice a butterfly float across. And then you're outside and you start to notice like the gentle gust of breeze and you're like, oh, that's summer air. This is so nice. You start to become aware of the sights and the smells and the sounds of this moment. That is romanticizing your life. Holding your cup of coffee and smelling it and going like, oh, this moment. When I have hot coffee, like, yes, this is it. No matter what it is, taking the most quote unquote ordinary moments and making them magic, infusing magic into them, sitting there in peace. And I tend to like to also acknowledge in my life the things that are different than what they used to be. So I've shared here on the show before, like different behaviors that I never could have done that before. How easy it is to like order at a restaurant or, look at myself in the mirror and the way I talk to myself by default is just night and day, radically different than what it was 15 years ago. So sometimes I like to even romanticize those moments of like, I can't believe I made it here. Celebrating the things that you have overcome. Maybe it's sobriety or the people you associate yourself with or a success milestone, or maybe you own a house right now and you didn't used to, or maybe there's something in your life, there's lots of things in your life that you are experiencing now that at one time you desired or one time didn't have. So romanticizing the right now brings beauty to the ordinary. And this is where our life is changed. So I know I've been talking a lot about taking action, and this is kind of the other side of the coin. Yes, we are taking action, but we're also in every moment of our day really trying to soak up what is good. And again, it's not about ignoring it. When you want to cry, when you have anger, when you have heaviness, me too. And we move through those times. And there's lots of episodes about that too. Just breathing and being gentle with yourself, but getting back to recognizing the power of right now. And we have the power right now to change our life. Because every choice is creating a relationship with life, a relationship with yourself, a relationship with this right now. And I think that we underestimate the power of ordinary moments because they don't feel significant. But there's the power of romanticizing, of enjoying the right now, and also recognizing that right now you can make choices that make your life different. So on a random Tuesday, it doesn't feel like this moment is changing my life, but it is. All the moments stack up. Every choice you make is creating a relationship with yourself, a relationship with your goals. Every time you show up for yourself, you're changing patterns. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, even if it's just about drinking water or today I'm going to get outside and then you do, today I'm going to meditate and then you do, these little decisions you make, they strengthen self-trust. Every time you drink water, you're becoming more hydrated. Every time you choose something aligned for yourself and in your highest good, whether it's taking a big bold move or it's taking a rest day, these things help you to become someone new, not because you have to fix and change yourself, because you're evolving, because you're moving into something more express, something more, big and fully more what you want in this life. So I really do believe, I really do know this tends to really resonate with my clients. Your life isn't only created in the big things that you're doing. It's created by who you are being while doing them. Okay? So before I start to wrap this up, I want to talk about why I chose Tuesday. It's kind of random, but as with me, everything has meaning. Tuesday feels like the perfect example because it's not really exciting. It's not the mojo of Monday. It's not the fresh start, right? It's not the end of the week. It's not even hump day. It's kind of like Tuesday's just Tuesday. But Tuesday is where your life is actually happening. Your health isn't created on the Friday, on the Monday, on the Sunday, on the Saturday. It's not when you're finally motivated. It's created on the Tuesday when you decide to take care of yourself, when you take your supplements, when you eat a nourishing breakfast, when you go for a walk, when you do a workout. Your business isn't created when you have this perfect idea, fresh Monday morning. I mean, those again are awesome, but it's created on a Tuesday when you make a post that was really authentic, or you have a conversation with someone, or it seems fairly insignificant. This is where our life really changes. And your confidence, again, isn't created when you finally believe in yourself later. It's created as you finally believe in yourself now. Like, feel that. Your confidence isn't created when you finally believe in yourself later. It's when you finally believe in yourself now. It's created on a Tuesday when you do something that proves to yourself you're changing patterns. From, extra thorough flossing and self-care to applying for that job and that promotion and going for it. So this now moment is where your power lives. And, just in case some of you are super technical and literal, whatever day you listen to this, if it's a Sunday, you can change your life on a Sunday. If it's a Monday, please don't feel you have to wait till Tuesday because I'm talking about Tuesdays. It is right now. It is right now. The only place you actually experience life with your senses, hearing, tasting, seeing, touching, all the things, it's now. It's not yesterday. It's not in the future. It's right here and right now. And when we start to practice becoming grateful and present and seeing that change right now be the change you want to see in the world now. When we start to do this, we start to practice being that person, and you will become an expert, a master, you will become better at anything you practice, whether it's the trombone or it's walking or it's calligraphy. It doesn't matter. If you're practicing something, it strengthens. So what are you practicing? Are you practicing being her now or him? As you guys remember who have been around the show, that is the reason this is called the Awakening Her podcast. My work used to revolve a lot around her, and of course it's him or them or whatever relates to you. It's about that version of you. What would they do? So instead of like, what should I do to be perfect? It's like, what would that most expanded, most confident, most abundant, most radiant version of me do? Awakening her, that version of me. The way that they drink their water, the way that they take their supplements, going for a walk, working out, going after the goals. What would they do? That was like the foundation of my quantum work. So it was awakening her because it's that version of us. So that version of us lives in this now moment because later will be a now moment too. So if you don't practice being in the now moment, even later, you could be up on stage accepting an award, already thinking about the next thing you're going for. You could, basically you take yourself everywhere you go. So if you don't practice being her, being him, being them in this moment now, you're not going to know how to be it later. This is where your life changes. This is where life happens. This is where the momentum is created. This is where the manifestations are created. This is where the success is created, right here and now. So being present doesn't necessarily mean passive. Being present doesn't just mean accepting everything and never changing. I feel like I don't even need to make that disclaimer for you guys, but because being present is where aligned action comes from. Because when you're present, you can actually hear yourself. You can hear your truth. You can notice within yourself more easily what feels right, what feels off, what feels like the next step. What is this moment asking me to do? From drinking water to going for a walk to doing the big scary thing. You don't need the whole plan, as we've been talking about a lot. You just need to start participating in the present moment. So even sitting there and being aware of the leaves on the trees and the butterflies and feeling grateful that you're here or you're sober or you're in this life that at one time, have pieces of it that you deeply desired. Being in that is aligned action. That's being kind to yourself. That's being in gratitude. That is powerful. So sometimes action is fully immersing yourself in gratitude and feeling it from head to toe. And sometimes action is going out and hiring a person to create the thing with you. It can be so many things, but right now is the most important part of it all. So I want to leave you with a little reflection and we're wrapping up. Take some time to ask yourself, am I currently waiting before I allow myself to fully enjoy life? And this is one that I'm always working with because I do it all the time. I have goals, I'm looking to the future, and sometimes I can bypass the right now. That's why I'm speaking about it. So asking yourself, am I waiting before I allow myself to fully experience joy? Where am I overlooking the beauty of my current season? What can I acknowledge myself for right now? Let it come to your mind right now. What can you acknowledge yourself for that you're in right now that you didn't used to be, that you used to desire? And what are some actions that I can take today that really aligns with that person I'm becoming? From the seemingly small, the random Tuesday actions to maybe something bigger. How can I bring joy to a random Tuesday, to a random Friday, to a random any day? All right. I hope that this resonated with you, my friend. We went a little bit longer today, but I hope that you enjoyed. And it's very powerful stuff. And I thank you for being here in this moment and sharing this powerful stuff with me. Again, if you've not grabbed a copy of my book, go for it. I would love to hear what you think. I know it's going to help change your life. And come follow me on Instagram. All the links are below for that and more. And if you're called to mentorship, I have a few really special containers, 2 spots available over the summer of 2026. You can reach out, see if one of them is for you, because that's what I do. I help people move out of their head and out of the quote unquote work into implementing it, into moving forward. And of course, we're always healing, we're always growing, things come up, but this is where I thrive, really helping you to make change real, to take your desires and really bring them to life. All right, my friend, again, thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next episode. Namaste.